Morning and a really warm welcome to the Full Hullish Breakfast, coming to you today from Amici Cafe on Chamberlains Avenue. Today I'm going to be talking to Mal, a really interesting chap who looks for the difference that makes a difference in people's lives. That's arrived. Yum, yum, yum.
Two of.
Yep.
Right,
so Mal suggested the salmon, and I think what a great idea. Salmon in the morning. So Mal, we can just have a little chit chat about what you do, what makes you tick. I'd love to hear a bit more about Creator College and how it came to be. That would be lovely.
It came to be through needing a job, needing some work, so looking for something to do. I've kind of been interested in the 16 to 18 age group. 16 to 18 in Hull didn't seem to be getting a fair deal.
Oh really? Not much going on for them really then?
Too much box ticking and too much project set up that suited the people setting up the project rather than looking at what's in the room. Emphasis on that more than the emphasis on what they're doing in the room.
And is it right for them?
Does it work?
Yeah.
They've just done 10, 15 years or whatever of schooling and it hasn't worked so far if they're in this sort of needs category. So shouldn't we be doing something different?
So yes, if they go through the school system and they come out struggling and that label of being neat, not in education, employment or training, so that little label gets popped on, but then often what they're offered is following the same way of teaching and learning. Why do we think it'll suddenly work when they hit 60?
So they are looking for something. They love a job, they love training in something and picking up skills, and they need entertaining all day. You know, like we all do, and like they're not really looking for education. It's kind of failed then. And
well, I think for myself, if you put me in kind of a lecture theatre situation, I find it extremely difficult to engage for a long period by being talked at. I can't, let's just be honest, I feel I cannot do it. I'll retain very little of it. But if you engage me in a meaningful way that reflects how I learn, which is usually by doing. I'm a real doing person. I need to feel it. I need examples. Then I engage really, really well. But for me, like the whole chalk and talk, somebody talking at me, and I don't know how it applies to life. Yeah. So tell us about some of the stuff you do, some of the great stuff that Creator College has done and does.
We have an alternative education remit. That's our thing. That's what we're set up to do and like doing. So we've developed a whole thing called Address the Room, which is a whole way of engaging a room, engaging the people, and keeping it natural and letting the learning become part of a natural process. Basically,
it's about making sure that the young people are in a great state to learn how they're feeling in themselves, how they are in that moment, and relying on whoever's delivering training to be adaptable to ensure that that young person can stay in a great state.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. But when is that ever talked about in mainstream education? You know, it's like take your hat off, you disrespectful thing. It's like, oh come on, it's a piece of knitting on someone's head, you know. Who said that that's disrespectful? Maybe the head's just cold. But I've done a little bit of secondary school work, so this is really, you know, it's really fascinating.
I mean, visitors come and they think, oh, this is really nice. This is all informal and casual and all that kind of thing. And I have to say to people, this is actually completely in control. It's completely deliberate. It's completely organised. It just looks to you like it isn't because you don't know the code we're using, the model we're using.
And also, whoever's delivering must be in the comfort zone. They know what they're doing. They're naturally doing it. Over time, it becomes just how it is. It's just so fascinating.
And we're all learning to do it.
Wonderful.
We're all learning and trying to change ourselves and get better at it ourselves. That's another thing with their system. They call the young people learners, and it's just
What's a good or a more appropriate term for them?
we say students. It always worries me if you're calling some people in the room learners, then what are the staff doing?
Teachers.
And it's just wrong, because my experience of teaching was it was the best, probably the only way of learning really, is to actually share it with somebody else and teach somebody else.
So if people who are listening to this are interested in what you're talking about and they want to get a flavour of it, we can link your information below, and it's called Address the Room.
Address the Room.
Address the Room. Okay.
And there's a video course online if you want to do that, or get in touch with us at Create College, and we do workshops for companies and
lovely.
And
so
organisations.
we'll pop that below so you can get in
Cheers.
touch with Mal if this is of interest. And I'm guessing people who do all different kinds of teaching can use these things.
Oh yeah.
Just cherry pick the aspects of it that they want to adapt. Let's talk a little bit about being based in the city of culture. Yes.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think we should. I think, this is my only year I get to kind of talk about this.
Yeah.
So I think why not? I'd love to hear your thoughts on what's happened so far to celebrate City of Culture. Any observations is it changing us? Or is anything different?
We hope so. Changing us. And I think we're getting a brilliant input from the East Riding now into Hull. I think we're getting a lot of people locally seeing Hull as a capital, seeing Hull as desirable, attractive, good fun, because they're getting into the city for these large events and then discovering where everything is. It's okay for us who live here, we know where everything is, and we know the places, we know the nights to go to that suit us. But if you're slightly from out of town, you don't necessarily know that. But I think 2017 is changing that, and that's the biggest legacy. I think if we can get more, if you imagine a few venues and you just throw in an extra 10, 15 people that have come from new audiences every single night in all the key venues, that just makes a promoter's life so much easier, makes the venue's life so much easier.
Absolutely.
It doesn't take much to go from just breaking even to having a profit, and that's what these venues and galleries need. So 2017 is working a treat for that. The events have been amazing, the reception is amazing, and good job.
Have you been to see anything in particular? Did you go and see the beautiful installations, the light installations? Did you get a peep at those?
What did I say? The projections onto the deep, you're saying, and that absolutely, and the Made in Hull, absolutely wonderful.
Have you seen the Blade as well?
Yeah.
It's hard to miss.
Just outside our building, and
of course it is.
We see
so
it every
yes,
day.
that's exactly. You've got a great view of it from
Very
above.
good, fabulous. Yeah.
Have some of your young people that taken the opportunity to go and do a bit of filming and videoing and great.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime. When else will you have a massive Blade?
Great thing to talk about. Is it art? Isn't it art? Well, what's art? What's the value of it? All that stuff's lovely.
But I think what's special about it is there's just people around it when you go. They're there and they're touching it, and there's all ages coming together. And I think, whether it's art, whether it's not, another topic, isn't it? But people are there, people are engaging with something. It's just bringing stillness into people's lives, which is a special thing. Something that makes people stop and just be there in the moment. Great. And is there anything you're looking forward to in particular that's going to be coming up this year that's been put out as part of the programme? Is there anything that you're thinking, hey, that's going to be worth a little nosy?
They have a policy of not revealing anything.
But have you not got anything on the grapevine? I would have thought
I'm not so sure. Well, I'm not in the grapevine. We get no support from 2017.
But do you not?
They don't really know we exist a lot of the time. They finally put some posters through the other day, and it was like, oh, you know where we are now. Now you want us to put some posters up. But while we're trying to discuss events we want to run in 2017, very, very difficult to communicate with. And I think what they've done is curate the show for the year, and then they're going to announce the show when it suits them. Now, curating is fine. It's a good job. It keeps the quality up. But I don't think 2017 have engaged enough in our community, in the artists and creative industries here in the city. There's a few that have got some work out of it.
But not many compared to what applied, of course.
No. Generally, not enough attention paid to actually us who made the thing happen in the first place.
Absolutely.
We've been running on nothing for 30 years. developing arts, developing brilliant things like, you know, the Humber Street Sesh,
Yes, gosh, yeah.
opening galleries, hosting brilliant art events. And I don't think 2017 have ever paid any attention to that and
No.
ever thought, how come Hull won this in the first place? So what they're seeing it as is UK city culture, will bust in a load of acts and bust them out again. And try
Rather
to
than the magic of the people here.
yeah, not enough
for
done on that.
Not
No.
enough for that.
And I don't think the next one will be running the same way. Well, I hope not. For the sake of the next city, you know. Because they talk about legacy. What we're going to get in 2017. At the moment, promoters are telling me it's hard booking venues because the venues are saying 2017 kind of want it, but we're not sure if they're doing it yet. They're holding
So
out.
they're popping
so a
them
lot
right
of
up
things are
there.
slowed down.
Yeah.
If you're planning an event, we have a film festival, the T-Break Film Festival. We've got a couple of national conferences to do this year. When? What times with what? How can we not clash with something to...
It's been put up there on a pedestal.
You don't get
hasn't
any
it?
information from them. So they hold all the cards with their 30 million quid, and we're like just left floundering, wondering what the heck's going on. So that's
Challenges.
it's a bit annoying.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to run a city culture like that.
No.
And I'm hoping the next one will be more about the people in that city
Inclusivity. Yeah.
and give them a legacy.
Well, you would really hope so, wouldn't you? You'd hope so.
I'm making a feature film.
Oh, are you? What are you busy with at the minute?
That's fun. In a terribly unfunny way. It's often remarked on the set, yeah, happy film, isn't it?
Is it meant to be a happy film?
Well, it's meant to be, but there's a bit of...
But everyone's really tired and it's really hard work.
When I've done the edit, it'll all be happening.
So, can you tell us anything about it? Can you give us any little sneaky
Yeah,
previews?
it's set in our city in the arts and music communities, and it tells the tale of a painter who's struggling to paint, you know, one of those blocks or whatever, and he comes across the conclusion that it's about the audience, and when he puts a show on, kind of what happens is his mates turn up, everybody loves it, everybody has a good time, and it's everyone back to ours, which is the title of the film, which 2017 coined as
Everyone
their
back to
slogans.
ours.
Everyone back to ours.
Yeah.
Hopefully finish filming by the end of the month, and then it's about half edited at the moment, so with a bit of auspicious weather and events happening, we'll get the rest of the filming done and then into the edit, and probably good April Fool's Day. But I would like it out quick. I want to be the first to do a feature film in Hull, from Hull.
Absolutely.
Kind of thing.
Follow the journey. Is there a
Facebook page, yes, please go to the Facebook page. Everyone Back to Ours. Is the
Okay,
Facebook
everyone
page.
back to ours. We'll pop
Yeah,
that below
yeah,
as
please
well,
do, yeah,
so
that'd be
people
great.
can go and
Yeah.
like the page and stay
Yeah.
up to speed of what's happening.
Well, we've been
Fantastic.
filming at Humber Street Sesh last year, gallery openings, music events and things like that.
So we can spot
in
places
the
that we
bars,
know.
Delphi and Sesh, Polar Bear. So we've got lots of scenes in those places. Oh, absolutely.
Ah. It would be lovely to see a film set in an environment that you recognise, in environments that you might have been.
It's really nice. It's really nice. You know, but just to put it on the screen and see that edit and cut together and go, yeah, this is good.
And you
This is
work
good.
with musicians, so it'll have the most gorgeous soundtrack. It'll be beautiful, I'm
Very
sure.
pleased, very pleased. The bands are great. I mean, the bands and music has always been the mainstay of the cultural community here in Hull. It's always those people in bands working hard, committing, engaging, getting no financial return or very little, but you know, just putting all that energy into the scene. And they create, along with the promoters and the venue holders, they create a beautiful, safe place for all our young people to go into. That's safe and welcoming and inclusive. It's just fabulous what the music have done. I mean, the arts community comes out of that, really. Lots of people who were musicians become artists, become managers, become project managers, or producers of various stuff, and they develop all kinds of skills. I'm sure it's a great grounding in lots of stuff educationally, but we owe a lot to the bands of Hull over the last 30, 40 years.
Well, there's a great scene, isn't there? Absolutely vibrant.